Welcome to Adventures with the Craft Nerd. Question of the day. I've never done this before, but today I'm going to give you a question of the day. Is this a sans serif or a serif font? And I'm asking about the title. Is it serif or sans serif? Now, for the big reveal, the answer. It is a serif font. Serifs are the little feet on the letter. So, you can see on the T, it's pointing to a foot on the letter. Alright, so today we are going to be making this right here. We are making the Lotus stencil. So, to do that, we're going to need a few simple materials. We're going to use an image. It can be printed out or it can be hand drawn. We are going to use scissors. We are going to use an X-Acto knife. Now, this is a pretty heavy-duty X-Acto knife. You don't have to use something as intense, but this will do very good. We're going to need an old plastic folder. So, before I cut it up, this is what it would look like. Old plastic folders, they work great. Or anything like sturdier than like a normal piece of paper. So like poster board would be a good option as well. We're going to need paint. We're going to need a paintbrush. And another piece of paper. Or you can use a wall if you want to put the stencil on the wall or run around in the city and put it somewhere in the city and stencil it up. We're going to need a pen and a cutting mat, which is what I'm using right now, which is what all my materials are on, because we're going to be using an X-Acto knife. So, first step is to print out your image, which I'm using a Lotus image. Now, what we're going to do is take our clear plastic folder and we're going to put our image underneath of it, and we're going to trace our lotus. So you trace it onto your clear plastic folder. After that, we are going to, which I've already prepped this, so if you can see, it's traced out on there. And we're going to cut the white parts of our lotus flower, because those parts are going to come out, and we're going to put, like we're going to take those parts out so that we can put color when we use the stencil. So we're cutting those white parts out, and we're keeping the blue parts. So we're going to take our X-Acto knife, put it down here, and we're going to go through and remove these parts. So it'll take a little while. So you can see what I'm doing. Here's a little piece of one that's almost done. So we're simply cutting along the traced edge, and we're going to be removing the white parts of our lotus flower. So stay tuned for part 2, where I show the rest of how to make a lotus stencil.